Welcome, class, to PK Tries, where I, your host, Professor Kitchen, try something and tell you all about it. Today we're going to be taking a look at The Everyday Keto Kitchen by Caroline Ketchum. If you're a diabetic, a pre-diabetic, or maybe you know somebody who's a diabetic, has a diabetic in your household, or you're just looking to cut back on all the ridiculously useless carbs you've been shoving into your maw, you might be interested in the keto diet. But you start looking into it and get kind of complicated, and you start trying some of the recipes, and quite frankly, they're just not all that good sometimes. Well, enter Miss Caroline Ketchum. If you haven't seen her YouTube channel or her blog, she is one of the best keto cooks out there. I have tried a lot of different keto recipes. I myself being a diabetic, and there being lots of pre-diabetics in my family. And I tell you what, so far, she's had some of the best recipes I've tried. So I decided, after looking through her blog and downloading some of her recipes and trying some of those out, I said, hey, let's do a step further. Let's go ahead and grab one of her books. So I did. I got this, The Everyday Keto Kitchen. I'll put a link to this if you want to try it out yourself down in the description box, and I'll probably leave a comment if I remember down there too. But I have tried this, and so far we've tried like 5 or 6 different recipes out of here, and we've liked every one. I got some photos I'll put up of her, what was it that we tried that I got photos of? I'll let you know here in a minute when I get to in the recipes. Anyway, let's take a look at what this cookbook has to offer. First of all, like if you've ever read The Joy of Cooking, you know that it starts off giving you a description of some of the basics around general cooking, which is great to know. And the same thing Miss Caroline does right here in hers. It starts off not with immediately throwing into recipes, but starts off with talking about keto and how you get to it and the ideas behind it. She goes over everyday keto ingredients, some not so everyday keto ingredients, actually what's in her baking pantry, because being able to bake keto is a pretty big deal, and then some everyday swaps and substitutes that she uses to be able to make some of her recipes. Instead of using normal high carb things, she's got some swaps to use these low carb things. Great stuff. Now she talks about, then she goes into just the kitchen and the stuff you need in your kitchen, equipment going on there, and then some actual tips and tricks on baking low carb. If you've ever done any kind of low carb cooking or eating, you know that baking and sweet goods are the biggest deal. Because, I mean, let's be honest, who doesn't crave a brownie or a donut or a cookie every now and then, or maybe even big old slice of cake or pie or something? So she goes into her tips and tricks on low carb baking. And then she even gives you in section 4 an everyday ketogenic diet, where she lays out, let's see if I can get, that's what, page 49. Let me see if I can get over there for you real quick. And she gives you a little introduction by herself, and then she goes into day by day ideas on how you can eat keto and some of the stuff she does. And she has 7 days worth to give you a good idea. Everything from her breakfast coffee to her right before or near bed snack. So that's really good information to have. Give you an idea about how you can do your keto, and how she does hers. Give you an idea about moving forward. Then she moves into the recipes. So she's gone 4 chapters and hasn't even touched recipes yet, just giving you information on how to cook keto. That's awesome, especially if you're a newbie, right? So let's look at some of her recipes. She's got her recipe section. She's got basics, where she just has kind of general things that you might need. We'll look at those in a minute. Breakfast section: breads, muffins, and scones, appetizers, snacks, and beverages, soups and salads, beef, pork, and lamb, chicken and eggs, fish and seafood, side dishes, and then desserts and sweet treats. And then she even continues on with some more resources you can get to, and even further along, dietary restriction index to give you more ideas in case your diet's a little bit more limited than most folks. So let's take a look at some of these recipes and see what she's got in here. Is this just mostly telling you how to cook, or she got some lots of good recipes? I'm telling you, there's lots of good recipes in here too. Let's take a look at this. Under her basics section, this is how many there are listed. That's a lot of stuff under that one section. I mean, you got how to make chicken broth, a steak marinade, a basic spice rub, Cajun seasonings, taco seasonings, hollandaise sauce, mayonnaise, two different types of mayonnaise there, some Dijon vinaigrette, ranch dressing, chipotle bacon ranch dressing, cilantro dressing, pesto, chimichurri sauce, low-carb barbecue sauce, teriyaki sauce, pico de gallo, roasted tomato cream sauce, blueberry syrup. Man. Easy press-in pie crust, 2 different ways. Magic mozzarella dough. That's probably that, if you've heard of fathead dough, that's very similar to that. And then sunflower seed flour. So just on her basics section, that's a ton of stuff. So you know she's not going light. She's not giving you mostly filler. She's giving you a lot of great recipes as well. Give you more ideas over here under her breads, muffins, and scones section. Flourless sunflower bread, skillet cornbread. We've tried that. I tell you what, it is difficult to get keto cornbread that doesn't taste like garbage. I've tried lots of different recipes. I've tried to make my own recipes. Man, it is hard to get cornbread that doesn't taste like garbage. She does a fantastic job. She has the best cornbread recipe I've had yet. If you're not a low carb eater, if you're not keto, you're going to take one bite of it and go, oh man, that's nothing like cornbread. Be honest with you, it's not, because there's no corn in it. But as far as breads that are similar to cornbread, this is the closest one. Does it taste like cornbread? No, there's no corn in it. You can't have corn on a ketogenic diet. But I tell you what, it's good stuff. Once you get past the idea of, oh, this doesn't taste like corn. No, but it's good. All right. Focaccia, hamburger buns. You ever think you'd have hamburger buns on a keto diet? You can. Lemon poppy seed quick bread. My mom is right now at the grocery store getting some poppy seeds so we can try this one. Prosciutto and arugula flatbread. Pesto twist, cinnamon rolls, chocolate pecan pie muffins. Maple bacon pancake muffins. Apple cider donut bites. And cheddar zucchini drop scones. Man, if any of those sound good to you, you need to pick this book up. All right, let's take a look at, let's get into some of the meats and what she's got for regular full main courses going on here. So in the beef, pork, and lamb section, she's got Mexican shredded beef, red wine braised short ribs, garlic butter steak tips, beef and veggie kebabs, extra beefy spaghetti bolognese, lasagna stuffed peppers, easy taco pie, slow cooker kielbasa and cabbage, New Mexico style smothered pork chops, pork medallions with brown butter and crispy sage. Man, these sound good, don't they? Dry rub fall off the bone ribs. All right, so I'm from Texas, and I know, you know, we here in Texas, our barbecue is something very special. And she's got some barbecue recipes in here. I don't know, I haven't tried any of them. I don't know how well they're authentic to my way of eating barbecue, but I think she's in I'm not sure where she is. I think she's from the South, but I could be wrong on that. I probably am. Look it up and tell me how wrong I am in the comments. But if she has any kind of Southern cooking or any Southern in her at all, she probably knows how to cook at least some barbecue, because she does everything else really well. Barbecue pulled pork, cheesy shepherd's pie, and rosemary lamb skewers. Lots of great recipes right there just to get you started off on your keto way of eating. And now let's move over here, if I can figure out where my tab is, just so I can find a tab. That's pretty sad when you put a tab in and you still can't get to it. Okay, her chicken and egg section. Again, not one or two recipes here. Crispy baked buffalo chicken, sheet pan chicken and veggies, pan seared chicken thighs with creamy rosemary mushrooms, chicken cordon bleu roll-ups, easy caprese chicken, chicken and asparagus stir fry, bacon, spinach, and feta frittata. I can't say the word frittata today. Brie and mushroom quiche, and goat cheese souffle. These aren't basic run-of-the-mill, just kind of standard recipes. These are some really step it up a level, something you might get at a restaurant type of recipes. Giving you great ideas not only how to cook keto in specific, but just cooking in general and how she thinks of it. This is a great book if you're looking to create your own keto recipes and you need a hint how to start some of these things. If you're looking for that, I highly recommend this. If you've got somebody maybe on your Christmas or birthday list that's coming up, or whatever holiday you've got where you're looking for a present for someone who is low carb or keto, then I highly recommend Carolyn Ketchum's The Everyday Ketogenic Kitchen. Again, I'm going to put a link to it over in Amazon down in my description box, and if I can remember, down there in the comment section as well. Let me know, have you tried this ketogenic cookbook? What did you think of it? Have you got another cookbook you'd like me to try and see what I think of it? Go ahead and tell me down in the comment section below. Subscribe to get more things just like this. I cannot think today. And hope you have a great week. God bless. Class dismissed. Check, 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 check.